All right. Welcome back, my regular viewers, listeners, and watchers. And of course, if you happen to be here for the very first time, welcome. Before I go any further, my name is Rahul George, India's premier self hypnosis coach and your personal guide. So, as you might have guessed with the title, um, today is truly a very special pod. Um, One thing I must say is, of course, if you've been watching me on Facebook now for a while, this is the time for a double celebration. And of course, if you happen to be listening or watching this on YouTube, my dashboard shows me that we are now technically recording pod number 99, which basically means that tomorrow, which is, of course, at the time of this recording, tomorrow is the what is tomorrow? Let me just double check. Tomorrow is literally the 30th of December. And as we go into, episode 101, it will be on, yeah, very interesting. So today we are doing episode number 99. Episode number 100 will be on the 30th of December. And episode number 101 will be on the 31st of December. Now, why am I saying all of this? Because when you set out on a journey, milestones are um, they're just ideas, right? They're these markers that we put out into the future, and especially if we've never achieved it before, it just is a marker that's out there in you know in our imagination, and we don't really know what it's going to feel like when we actually achieve it. So, if you've been, especially as a digital coach, if you've been, wanting to do things for the longest time and somehow it never happened, um, I can tell you that um, this is a moment of, reflection and also really appreciating the hard work, the dedication, the the desire to keep showing up. Um, and when you do that, when you exhibit that, when you do it in spite of, of course, the days when you're already, flowing, when things are already going well, this is sort of an added thing that you're doing, right? In this case, let's say recording a daily podcast or a video, whatever it is that is your idea of, I want to create, whether it's content or, whether it's a book or whatever it is that you're creating, right? But on the days where, it's easier to give up and you don't, and instead you show up and you do the work, it's moments like this that remind you of why you set these milestones for yourself. So, like I said, we are technically recording episode number 99 on the podcast. If you go to Facebook, we've been now doing it for, I should say at this point, for well over, I think, closer to 400 episodes. Um, and, you know, at one level, see, numbers are just numbers, right? But uh, us being humans, when we give meaning to these numbers, and these numbers become kind of like milestones or uh, reminders that we've come a distance. uh, it's a beautiful time to appreciate it, to recognize it, to celebrate it, and then of course to use this as a way to plan for what's next. So there were two parts to today's pod, the title of the pod, which is all about the drum roll. So one is, like I said, we are marching on, uh, to episode 99, 100, and on we go. The second part, of course, is that there are some announcements that will be coming soon, especially in the new year. And I know a lot of that is because of the the effort, is because of the focus over these last um, you know, 100 plus episodes and 300. Basically, it's like over the last year of doing this work, that is what has created these milestones, and there are many more to come. So, again, I'm just sharing my story. Now, obviously, what's important in it for you is this, right? If you've been putting off a project, if you've been, failing many, many times, um, it's okay. Now, why am I again saying this to you? My journey with YouTube is at this stage, I should say, more than a decade old. And um, somehow, you know, there was always a reason why I didn't want to be on YouTube. But as life would have it, and as our intentions go, when you continue to stay with it, sooner or later, things will find a way to kind of, come back on track, and you will find yourself in a place where you're actually able to make that difference. You're actually able to achieve the goals that you set for yourself. So, this is my wish for you, my prayer for you, that may you be able to actually, set those goals. And even if you failed at them multiple times, keep going, because sooner or later you will be able to, achieve it. Maybe not in the way that you, or in the time frame that you had thought possible, but you can still achieve it. So, with this, of course, remember to live with purpose. And if there's any way in which I can help you, especially if you are somebody, as a digital coach, if you feel you are stuck right now in some area in your life, it could be, in your mindset, it could be um, maybe, related to the beliefs that you have about money, that, oh, if I have money, then I can do these things, or I don't have money, therefore I can't, proceed. um, One thing I can tell you is there's a reason why I also keep showing up and creating this content, because content is free, right? So consume it, whether it's here on this podcast or whether it's on any other podcast. Consume it till you get to that point that you're able to move into action. So I look forward to seeing you in episode number 100, which will be tomorrow. Wishing you all the very best, and I will see you in the next one. God bless. Take care.